Alright, so someone posted this online. My wife was like, oh, you think it's still there? And I was like, I'm going. And she said, good luck. Well, it's still there. So, that's a big boy. Big girl, whatever you want to call it. Boy, girl. Let me... And it's raining. Thank God it's not freezing and raining. Start off with the heavy piece. Piece that weighs a few 100 pounds. That sucker is heavy. Don't you fall. Do Well, let me move the heavy stuff out of the way. And it's not that late, it's just dark because of the rain. Okay. Do. Hopefully the bottom piece doesn't slide. Or crush. Oh yeah, that was nice. Oh. sir, yes sir. Let's get her done. So happy someone posted this online. Go. Let me make sure my shovels and stuff ain't the way, and we'll get the last piece on there. Water. All right. Gotta love this Florida weather. All right, thank you for whoever that was that put it on Facebook that was out there, and thank you for my wife. Home after picking up that AC unit, or this AC unit. It poured on us. Everything got soaked and drenched. Got water in every inch of my drill, but it's a Craftsman, so it's gonna keep going. Water slinging at me from the drill as I work, coming from the insides. Never seen that funnel before. Okay. Just me throwing stuff, nothing big or nothing important. You know, I said, right, that these were not the good ones because they are aluminum. I think I'm wrong, and it'd be the first time I've ever seen one of these, because as I'm looking through here at the coil, looks copper. It could be stained like rust, even though that's aluminum. So let me grab my cutter and see real quick. Back, I got my cutter. Just get this out. Well, for the fact that it didn't just cut straight through, That is aluminum. I don't know why it has that red tint to it. Oh, that's actually on this wraparound coil piece. Huh, or this little rubber or aluminum piece. Oh no, just go ahead and finish tearing it down. We'll go from there. Can I get this whole piece off without? Yes, I can. That works, and we get in there. All right. So. Kept the little copper pieces off of there. I'm gonna go get my cutting wheel, because I would cut that more efficiently. Yeah, we'll do that. Give me 1 second. Got the cutting wheel. There we go. Copper. Alright. Oh, let me grab that other piece of copper out of there. Ain't much, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? Let's get it. Silly, I don't know how I forgot that there was a second side to this. So let's go ahead. So if y'all don't know much about AC coil, or okay, if you don't know much about ACs, if you come across the aluminum ones like this, you don't need no business license, no permission, no nothing to turn them in here in Orange County. If they are aluminum with copper inside, you either need a receipt where you replaced yours, or a business license to sell them. Orange County is really picky because, well, they're everywhere. They're on the side of people's houses. All you have to do is walk up, cut it, and you can scrap it. So you need a business license. You need ways to prove that it's yours. A nice chunk of copper. With these right here, if a magnet sticks to them, the scrapyard won't buy them because that means there's metal inside. You see, and that one does. I don't know if y'all can see that, but so because of that, we got here. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my balance, everything. Nah, dead battery. Cutting wheel's about done too, so I'll have to stop and change that in a minute. Alright, then you flip it over, same thing. Once you get it here, actually, let's go ahead and replace that cutter. So, but once you cut it on both sides, you'll grab your flathead-ish thing, because it doesn't need to be a flatheaded anything. Make sure you have a way to pick up the metal pieces. For some reason, I guess I didn't cut through it. Alright, once you cut it, you see it's opening, you'll get your little beads that fall out. Just fully open it. Alright, got your magnet, check it, those, I'm not sure what those are, but this is the reason why they don't buy those pieces. Those right there. But if you do what I just did, now I got to get my broom, but I'll do that in a minute. If you do what I did, now it's clean copper, it's ready to go. So that just break? Yes, it did. It just shattered. Let me see if I can. Sometimes you could straighten it back up after you shatter it. I'm not going to trust that one. I get them pretty cheap, so I don't care about wasting one for safety reasons. So I get a whole case like that thick for like 10 bucks. So wait, I make way more money than that usually per blade if it doesn't break. And then sometimes your blade doesn't last more than a cut or two. So right now, with it being close to Christmas, we're trying to get as much as cut off and done as possible. Alright, nice copper. Let's turn this way. Alright, so we're just do this. I need to get some of these batteries on the chargers. Now all I'm trying to do is to get it separated enough to get the coil out. And depending on what your yard is, depends on what they'll buy this as. Most of the yards I know will buy it as clean radiator because it's not a copper coil. And then I have a few that just buy it as plain aluminum because, well, without the copper, that's all it is. It's just aluminum. So we're let's see. It's gonna be one of those. So one. We're gonna roll this time. Go. And before I roll it any further, let's get that last piece of copper. there. And then roll this piece of aluminum out of the way. Excuse me, I want that back. Thank you. You got that copper and those two pieces of clean copper. And then all that's left is your compressor, which our yards here in Orange County do buy those for more money. I think one yard buys it for 18 cents. I think that's E&H, or at least the last time I turned it in. TMR was at like 7 or 8 cents. So reality, leave it in your truck. Or 10 if you're going there, because that's the same price as their regular stuff. And then Forsyth Scrap Metal Trading Corp, I believe it is, was at 13 cents per pound. You'll learn over time which yards will pay you more for what, and you'll find out that just because one yard pays you more for, let's say, aluminum, they may not pay you good on anything else. So, and you got to check them, because the prices could change frequently, especially if they know, if it's a smaller yard and they know your pattern, like, oh, you'll turn so many in until a certain time and then you stop. Well, they'll change the prices on you at the last minute. So before you turn them in, always double check, hey, what's the price right now? Because nobody wants to go in and then lose money. So always double check your prices, especially if you're just now getting into it and you don't know which yards to trust or which one's good. Always verify the prices. I know for a fact that the prices are super low at any of my yards except for TMR. TMR ain't going to tell you nothing. But anywhere else, E&H, the one on Scrap Metal Trading Corp, they'll tell me when I pull in, hey, prices are super low on that. When they tell me the stuff like that, I just hold on to it. Because if it's low enough for them to warn me, it's low. But see, that's when you know they respect you as a client, is when they give you a heads up instead of just screwing you over. I hear children behind me. Hi, Jesse. And my wife. She said she is not a child. No argument here. Jesse, you are a child.
You're the big child.
Are you ready to move out?
What?
Huh? What?
I'm gonna stay with y'all until I'm like 20. No!
Until you're 20, you gonna be in college?
Even when I'm in college.
Oh, well, as long as you're in college, I don't care. Be honest with all y'all. I hear people say, oh, I can't wait till my kids grow up and get out. Yo, I regret, I really don't want that day to come. I enjoy my kids here. Their company. Man, difference is when they get older, they can watch themselves. So it's even less of a burden Oh man, I think my bit's stripped. Hold on, let's try this one. Yeah. Ow. Nope. No, they are. They're all on. All right, let me get back to y'all. Something's going on here. Hold up. New bit. Trying to use up the ones out of that can. Some of them are here we go. Oh, and I fixed the lights. What my wife was talking about, all it was the plug inside the house was a little loose. Yeah, that would have, all those hours hanging up lights and then they just stopped working, that would have sucked. So okay, so now let's go ahead and cut this so we can move this one out of the way. All right. Let's see if we can pull that up. Which one? There's two sides that hold it on. Alright. Let's keep going and get this sucker down tonight. I mean, it's still only like 7 something, so it's not too late. That sucker's vibrating. Let me do this. Oh. And I gotta continue to do my regular. Whew. Continue doing my regular teardowns after this. Goodness, this does not want to cut. goodness. Let me look at my blade. And the teeth are amazing. So, not really sure why it's not cutting. What is that noise? Pop ass. Whew. All right. Whew, man. That was a lot of cutting. Ooh. All right. And I'll repeat that with that before morning. It's a lot. And then sometimes you could just, with the bigger ones like these, you can usually use your foot. And get all those off. But I need to finish cleaning up here because I got a lot to clean up, because like I said, I've been at this all weekend tearing stuff down. Got trash cans filled with stuff. We're gonna turn it in tomorrow. Majority of it's going to E&H with non-ferrous Jeff. If y'all haven't seen his channel before, well, give him a shout out. He's been doing this a little longer than me. He has a little less viewers, and hopefully we could change that. He gives a better view of what the scrap is, what happens with the scrap after we turn it in, which I think is pretty cool. So if you haven't ever checked out his channel, do that. But yeah, let's go ahead and finish tearing this down. Actually, I'm going to tear it down off camera because, I mean, y'all see me cut this. There's literally nothing else because everything's separated. The motor, based off of the way that one looks, it's the one that has the plastic inside, and you would have to cut each individual thing and try to push out the copper. If that's the case, I'm not going to tear that down. I'll pop the top off to find out later. But I got so much cleaning to do because I got everything spread out because I've been non-stop, like I said. And then it started pouring, and then my wife found this, so I hauled butt to go get that. So I really need to get the cleaning of this up. It's only 7. Trailer's almost slam packed, because once I clean this up, I got to get all those motors over here. I'm gonna tear those down off camera. It's just so much I can't record because, well, I have to be careful on what I say when I'm recording, if you know what I mean. If I get frustrated and start cursing, I don't want that to be out there because I don't want my kids to hear it. and I don't want them to be around that, so I'll try and, yeah. That's why I do a lot of my breakdowns away from them. But other than that, and I don't like cursing on the videos. I don't like cursing, period. But when you get mad, you get mad. But either way, let's go ahead and end this here. That's how you break it down. Remember, AC coils like this, without a license or a receipt, you can't turn them in Orange County. Now, if it's the small squares out of a window unit, they may take them depending on what your yard is. But big ones like this, or if they're big like that, they would not take them. Only if they're pure aluminum, exactly like this. If they're exactly like this, they'll take them. Because it's just aluminum, no copper. But yeah, if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye for now.